Hello, and welcome to today's book chat. So, today I'm going to be talking about a dystopian novel, the first I've read in quite a long time. And this particular novel really harkened back for me to Brave New World and Fahrenheit 451, which I read in my teenage years. I've read a few other dystopians since then, but they didn't have that same feeling that those books did and that this one does. And so the book is Flight or Fight, and it is by Scott Bartlett, who happens to be a Newfoundland author as well. And so, just to tell you a little bit about the plot, this novel is about a man named Carl Intover who lives in a world which I believe is set in Britain, but about 200 years in the future. And this world is one very much different from our own, and I'll go into that in a moment. So, Carl is living in Dodge, and as a child, he's told that he will be the Messiah. As anyone can imagine, that's a pretty heavy thing to be told. And he goes through life knowing this, but it doesn't affect his life in any way. So, he hates his job, he hates the world, he dreams of life and works toward a life in another place. Basically, he wants to get out of Dodge. And if he works hard enough, he can get an airplane ticket to this other part of the world. I can't remember what it's called. But anyways, it's supposed to be better, it's supposed to be wonderful, it's supposed to be away from the misery that is his day-to-day existence. So, one of the best things for me about this book was the world building. It was incredibly detailed and extremely familiar in a very scary way. There was a lot of social commentary in this book on our capitalist society, our reliance on technology, our obsession with social media. And I could really see within the world, even though it was very different from the place we live today, how our world could potentially turn into it, how our society could become a society like the one in the book. And I won't give away too much, but suffice it to say, I would not want to be living that life. So for me, the characters in this book were, let's just say, I wasn't overly enamored with them, but what was interesting was the way that they operated within this world. Um, how they're a part of it, what they do to try to get out of it, how they manage, how, in some ways, for some characters, they fought back. That's what really kept me turning the pages. That's what kept me continuing and interested to read that and the social commentary, which at times made me really uncomfortable and at times really made me think. And if you've been following these book chats for a while, you know I love a book that will make me think. So, without giving too much away, this is the first book in a three-part dystopian. I think it's called satire dystopian or something like that. Three-part series, and the ending definitely made me want to know more, made me want to know what was going to happen with these characters, what was going to happen with this world, and opened up a lot more questions. So, again, that is Flight or Fight by Scott Bartlett. And if you head over to my website, you can find some links to where you can buy the book, links to the author's webpage. And actually, the author is giving away another one of his books for free if you sign up for his mailing list. I haven't read that one yet, but it's had very good reviews. So you can actually get a few free books if you go over to my website, because you can find the link for his. And then on my site, I'm actually giving away the first two books in my women's fiction series for signing up to my mailing list. So head on over charlenecarr.com. And as well, if you have any questions, comments, you can either comment under the video here or over on my website, and I would love to hear from you. Have a great day.